I'm Christina Mendonça. Welcome to the short list and welcome to your week.
Over the weekend, a woman missing for a week was found on the side of a cliff she drove over near Big Sur, alive. Angela Hernandez was on her way from Portland to Lancaster, and her family last heard from her on July 6th.
Hi, everybody. We just found word that my sister was found. I'm so happy.
On Saturday, hikers saw the wreckage on the cliff about 200 feet down from the roadway. The Jeep was partially submerged, but Angela had managed to climb out. And while she had no food, she was using the radiator hose to divert water from a creek to drink. She's in the hospital, but expected to recover. It's Amazon Prime Day, and while the company promises big deals and longer sale from 30 to 36 hours, can you really find deals on what you're looking for? Analysts say you will find deep discounts on Amazon-branded items like electronics, clothing, accessories, and furniture, but don't expect good deals on luxury items or high-end beauty products. And you may want to look beyond Amazon. Best Buy, Macy's, and Walmart are all offering their own deep discounts to compete with Amazon's Prime Day. And not everyone appreciates being a social media sensation. Plain Bay is either a charming viral social story of budding romance or a violation of privacy, identity, ethics, and consent. When Rosie Blair switched seats with a fellow passenger on an Alaska Airlines flight, she watched and live tweeted as the woman who took her place struck up a conversation with a handsome guy sitting next to her.
They were both athletic and cute, and they struck up a conversation immediately.
Hundreds of thousands of likes, shares, and comments later, Plain Bay was trending, with the two subjects of the tweet storm unaware at 30,000 feet. The man turned out to be Ewan Holden, a retired professional soccer player and model.
One of a close friend of mine's wife actually texted me the link to the Twitter feed and said, "Oh my gosh, Ewan, I recognize you. This has to be you."
But the other woman in this drama is furious, saying in a statement to Business Insider that she does not want to be named. Blair reached out to the woman apologizing for turning a small, mundane moment of cheeriness into something foul and over-amplified.
Let's get to this week's content. On Tuesday is my podcast, A Fresh Agenda, where I interview innovators, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders.
We're going to get into some science this week with Carrie Waterman, UC Davis researcher and visiting scientist at the Nairobi Agroforestry Center in Kenya. She's working with a tree called Moringa, which is making huge news as the superfood of 2018, good for everything from diabetes to inflammatory disease, good nutritionally, and you can grow it pretty much anywhere in California. She's going to talk about the nutritional, cosmetic, and environmental uses and the exciting research she's doing right now.
They have a kind of spicy taste like arugula, so they're a distant cousin, you could say, of the brassica family, like broccoli and cabbage and collard. So it's kind of like a spicy spinach, and they're really tender, small leaves.
Also this week, a story about all of the new construction happening in the Folsom Cordova School District. Students will show up next month to big changes at many of the schools. Time to put a wrap on World Cup action with Pat McIntosh and the finale for France.
Thank you, Christina. This has been an amazing World Cup, and France just won for their second time against Croatia, the smallest country to ever reach a final. Luka Modric and Mario Mandzukic really are players that have earned a lot of respect into this tournament and beyond. Transfer news is something that happens right after and during the World Cup. In July is transfer season, and Cristiano Ronaldo has just signed for Juventus in a deal, over $100 million deal in transfer fees, so that will net him $35 million a year. And he'll be playing with Mario Mandzukic next year. You know what? USA is going to be hosting the match in 8 years, and now it's time to focus on local teams like the Republic. They're playing on July 21st versus Oklahoma City, and so now we can get back to business on our own turf with the MLS and the USL Pro play. Thank you, Christina.
Don't forget to join me every morning and every afternoon on KFBK for Christina Mendonça Reports. You can reach me on my website, ChristinaMendonça.com, and on my YouTube channel.
And I hope you join me there for even more original content. This has been The Short List. I'm Christina Mendonça. Let's stay connected.